also lots of cold cities.
This episode of the SquatchZone has been made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
And let's get to this one. Hey y'all, how's it going today? Welcome to the 23rd episode of the SquatchZone with yours truly, Steven Salad, and...
Hello.
Yes. Alright, so we had to start this episode real quick, because, I gotta tell you a story. A local story. Without giving away too much detail, my nearby Target and next to Sophia's school was set ablaze. Not by a natural fire, but by a person. We'll call him Ranny Mole.
So it wasn't... So you're telling me that someone... Like, there was an arson case at the Target?
Yeah, so from what I like ran into, I just caught the tail end of it, but essentially this guy went in there to try and rob the place, and unsuccessfully tried to smash open the phone case. So this motherfucker, in his great brainy idea, to eventually ninja bomb smoke himself out of there, decided to light the fucking half the store on fire. And split. Now, I'm pretty sure he was caught. It showed the guy's photo on there, and it's terrifying because he looked about our age, too.
So, he wasn't successful in robbing the store, so he decided to burn the whole thing down?
Yeah, the place is intact, but the whole fucking place caught fire. Dude, the whole chunk of the store is, charred.
That's crazy.
And the worst part of it is that Target considered every piece of merchandise in there, due to the smoke and the sheer amount of fire and smoke in there, to be not sellable. So that explains when I was driving past it, they were pulling crate after crate of pallets full of burnt and smoked items.
Do you think they would give us the unburned merchandise if we asked?
You know what? I have possible ideas, but maybe we could. And maybe if we go to the big comedic dumpster behind it.
But they padlock that stuff.
That's true, shit. Dude, we can get ourselves a slightly charred PS5.
I know that, even if the stuff isn't burned, it's probably gonna smell like smoke and everything, but, I'm fine with that.
I bought enough stuff from OfferUp. It's okay.
Depending on what the item is, I don't mind if it smells a little bit like smoke.
Yeah, it adds character to it. Makes it feel used. Loved.
You get a PS5 and half the box is burnt off.
Looks like Two-Face. Looks like Harvey Dent. It's like that Game Boy from the Gregorian fucking Trench Wars that was bombed.
What?
There was a in the I think it's the Nintendo store in New York. There's a Game Boy that was pulled from the fucking Gulf Mexico or some kind of Gulf War that was bombed. A soldier had it in his pocket, and the whole fucking area was bombed, but the Game Boy survived, and it's on display and it still plays.
Of course, the Game Boy would be the one to survive the Gulf War.
I know. Oh my god, I gotta find this one. We get out the.
You wanna talk about how right before this episode started, we were trying to get the AI voice thing to work?
Alright, so this was probably going to be it's not going to be a spoiler, because you already heard it in future time. We're speaking this from the, the past, or I don't even fucking know. But, so I had the greatest damn idea ever before we got on the SquatchCast. I'm trying to figure out how to use an AI voice so we can get, Bluey to announce our episode this time. We're getting real quirky with these episodes these days. I'm getting better with my editing.
You were specifically trying to get Bluey or Bandit to say it, but when you played the thing back, it was it was some white guy's voice playing. It was not Bandit at all.
It was not Bandit. That was just Robber at this point. Shit.
Right before you clicked play, you were like, I think this is Bandit. It was not Bandit.
That was not Bandit, whatsoever. Holy shit. But yeah, so my great idea is just to have Bluey be like, this episode of the SquatchZone is called Insidious.
and we were trying to find an actual Bandit voice AI, and that's how we found out that Bandit's voice actor is part of a band, apparently.
Yeah, named Custard, and they played for the pilot episode of the show.
That goes so hard. Imagine being part of a band named Custard.
Dude, I bet they're crazy.
Actually, no, you know what? I know something that can top that.
Huh.
Being part of a band that plays pirate shanties, which does exist.
Ooh, or being a part of a dwarf band that plays Diggy Diggy Hole. Metal version. That's pretty good.
Listen, if this video gets like 10 if this video gets 10 views, I will go to a Scallywags concert.
Well, buckle my britches. If we get 11, maybe I'll join you. Dang, the viewership's already going up these days. Hold on, let me check the channel. let me check the channel.
The what?
Let me check the channel on how many views we're getting. Let me see how much monetization we're getting.
We owe views to YouTube at this point.
Honestly, yeah. Our last episode didn't even get a fucking view. Our first one got 8. Of this season.
I thought you meant like the very first one we did.
The first one we got 47 actually. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think we're doing pretty good. And you know, I don't know if we're gonna get too philosophical on this, but like I mainly just do the podcast just for fun. It's kind of like a digital portfolio because like I do sometimes go back and listen to a previous episode. It's nice. I like my voice. I sound good, and yours does sound pretty good too.
I like listening to myself talk.
I like it. I'm like, oh, whoa, that's a funny story. Oh wait, that happened to me. Fucking what?
You know what? Now that you say that, it is a really good place to keep our stories on record because
exactly.
Like I forget like how certain details go or if a story happened entirely. So this is a good way to have it fresh.
Exactly. It's like Instagram and stuff. I have Instagrams and stuff. I won't get into it, but like I know I'm not gonna be fucking big, and I'm not gonna try and go for bigness. Unless, you know, I make a reel and it goes fucking popular or some shit. But, like, it's mainly just a portfolio for me.
It's funny. It's cool, too, because, like, we talk about, like... Most of the time we talk about current events. So, like, if we can date, like, when stuff happened.
Exactly. Like this Target thing right now, like, that's going to be something to remember right now.
And, like, right now...
Episode, the submarine shit.
And, like, right now, what's happening with Twitter.
Oh god, what has happened again? I don't use Twitter. I barely even tried to log into TikTok earlier today.
So Twitter put a rate limit on how many tweets you can view.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh man.
Not even tweets you can send out, just view, like looking at them.
So you can't doom scroll in there?
No, yeah, you literally can't doom scroll on Twitter anymore.
Well, that sucks.
I think the numbers are for new unverified accounts, it's 300 tweets. For older but unverified, it's 600, and for verified accounts, it's 6,000.
What happened to that website?
And
why did change that shit?
And like, it doesn't even matter if like you're only just like. It doesn't matter if you like don't click on like the tweet at all. Even if you scroll past a tweet, that counts as viewing it. So like probably like within like an hour of scrolling through Twitter, you're probably already gonna hit your limit.
What? That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like I'd say if you like wanted to click on it, maybe look at the comments maybe, but like no, I'm not even justifying that, but like still it should count for mainly that.
I think even the ads count too, because like ads come up as tweets.
Oh. Why? What was the reason for this? Like some kind of like data leak or something?
Yeah, so basically like I don't know what happened. I think it was like Twitter accidentally DDoSing itself, so they had to shut down the site for a bit to fix that.
Man.
I don't know what like the PR cover story is about why they're doing this, but a lot of people are speculating that it's because Twitter accidentally crapped itself.
Yeah. I think it did that a little while ago, but like, damn. They keep setting fires to their target. Shit, that's gonna be a new phrase now. Man, you keep setting fires to your target. You know what's funny? That target's been set up. That target's had 2 arsons already.
You're fixated on this target.
Exactly, because it's the funny. But yeah, no, fucking. God, I'm glad I never picked up Twitter. I only have a Twitter mainly just because like my Nintendo Switch made me one. Like so I could like post like Splatoon screenshots or some shit.
Before you figured out that you could use the QR code to transfer
It didn't
photos
work.
directly.
It didn't work for me. My phone was too ancient.
I was just about to say your phone probably couldn't read QR codes.
It couldn't, dude. My thing couldn't even read NFC tags.
I think I got rid of my Twitter around the time when you had to be a verified user to use two-factor authentication.
Wait, what?
Remember how I told you two-factor authentication, you can't use it on Twitter anymore unless you're paid, like you're a verified account, like you subscribe to Twitter Blue.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when I got rid of it because it forced me to turn it off. But then the next time I logged into my account, it said, "Oh, two factors off. Would you want to turn it back on?" So I thought they rolled back on that decision because it's such a stupid thing.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
But when I tried to turn on my two-factor again, it said, "No, you need Twitter Blue. Because like with most two-factor, you have to use your phone number to like verify. But if you're not Twitter Blue, you can't use your phone number. You have to use something else, like a security key or an authenticator app."
Shit, at this point, they're going to be asking for amiibos for security. Oh my god.
So it's going to bother me if I don't turn off my two-factor, but it's also going to bother me if I have it on. So what's the point? It's literally just going
to... You did the right thing. You just got rid of the app.
It's literally just going to keep begging me to buy Twitter Blue.
Please. Please. It's like, no. I'm not. It's like no one's gonna buy Discord Nitro. Well, except some people, but like at least they don't shove it down our throat.
Like, I'm convinced at this point that Elon is doing this on purpose. Like, he has to be purposely ruining Twitter.
Is it like a bit? What is the story?
What do you mean?
Is it like, did he just get so fucking bored? Like he was like, I'm gonna buy Twitter. Oh shit, it's a little harder than I thought.
No, he got ratioed so hard on Twitter that he just bought the whole company outright.
Wait, what happened again?
I don't remember the exact, like, event that happened, but pretty much Elon got dogpiled on Twitter, like, one time too many, so he just bought the company outright, and it's been downhill ever since then.
It was like, I'm gonna buy my problems away.
I think the problem that he had was that he felt that Twitter wasn't free speech enough, because like that's been his motto throughout owning Twitter. Like he wanted free speech for the platform, but he's done the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, no kidding. He's like limiting free speech unless to the rich. Oh my god.
And not only that, like he's letting like pedophiles and Nazis roam all around the platform.
Did anyone like bring back Trump or some shit when he first started?
Yes, he did bring back Trump.
Oh my, does he post on there? I don't use Twitter.
I don't know. I haven't seen many Trump tweets.
Hear anything about the presidency, and that's okay, because you know what I'm doing? I'm listening to Plok. But God.
Okay, what is Plok? I keep seeing you
don't
post
know what
about
Plok
that everywhere.
No. Oh shit, dude. So Plok, damn, it's like a lifestyle at this point, my dude. For me, it's pretty damn good. Okay, so Plok is a Super Nintendo game released back in the 90s, and it is like one of those like kind of poopy caca mediocre shovelware games, basically. But the music is fucking insane. It like the boss music, I just start jam to that nowadays, and it's all thanks to the mind of this guy named Tim Follins. If you guys haven't heard Tim Follins' music, this guy is a damn wizard when it comes to making music for mediocre games. That's all he makes good music for, mediocre games. So like, I'll have to play some of this because I've showed oh fuck, I gotta edit that out.
Good job.
I've showed Lai and our friend the Sky Witch. So like I gotta show you this, but yeah, no, Super Nintendo music for like mediocre games like Pictionary. What do you think Pictionary sounds like, the video game?
I've never played Pictionary.
Well, who has? But no, the music for that game is like a damn masterpiece. But yeah, no, that's Plok. Where were we?
Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
We were talking about Twitter.
Yeah, like never Plok.
I don't know. Like, you know what? Rest in peace to Twitter, but like this shouldn't have been the way it goes out.
It gets bought out by a billionaire and then he ruins it. It's kind of like a friend's dad just like ruining all the fun, if that makes sense.
Oh my god, you're absolutely right.
It's like you're having a good old time. You're being a little loud. That's okay. Friend's dad comes and screams at you guys. You get kicked out of your birthday party. It's like what?
You get kicked out of your own birthday party.
Exactly. Like, son, go to your room. But I am. Go back to the womb. I don't know. Oh my god. Did you ever have an incident like that? Like, I wasn't a Twitter kid, but like I was a birthday kid. I went to this guy. His name was Rallick. His name was Alex, the Giant, and this guy was a fucking asshole. This guy was huge. This guy was like 6 foot in the first grade.
I didn't hang out with my friends outside of school that much, so I never had an incident like that.
Ah, well, thankfully you didn't have an incident like this then. So Alex the Giant was an asshole. He was one of those tall people, and he was not a friendly giant. He was just a giant. He was like an orc.
He was like a fee fi fo fum giant.
He dead ass. He was a fee fi fo fung, fee fo fi fo fucker. This guy was an asshole. Like the high went straight to his brain, and instead of taking all the wow, you're so tall, and be like, hey, yeah, I am. You want me to pick you up and throw you across the room? Just being like, oh, thanks for asking how tall I am. He like with great tallness comes great responsibility to not be an asshole, and he did not fucking go with it. So, anyways, I went to his birthday party because I think we were friends in first grade. Went there with all the other kids and stuff. We were having a ball. Well, kind of. I didn't really like these kids that much. I thought I did, but looking back, these guys were kind of pussies. So we were all having a good time. We were now playing around in the the backyard and stuff. They had a trampoline, and God, looking back on this, I'm glad I didn't get neck stomped because they had a hose situated right above this giant trampoline, and it was spraying water all over the trampoline, like a big old water party and shit. And we were all bouncing on shit. And, me being my small little bum ass, I could not get my grip with 6 other people jumping this trampoline, so I was basically just on the floor being nearly trampled by these kids on a wet trampoline. That is a horrible way to go, and I'm so glad I didn't.
So you're telling me you nearly got waterboarded on a trampoline?
And fucking trampled by a bunch of first graders, yeah. And the Goliath himself, yeah.
That's probably what a fish feels like.
Oh my god, yeah. Jesus. But anyways, after all that, we went back to his room and we were having a ball. We were playing with Star Wars, Legos, and just having a good old time. And we were being very loud. But first graders, what the fuck do you expect? On his birthday, and that dad, he came in there. This guy was another fee fi fo fung. That's where he got half of his height. And he comes in there, and he's like, hey, shut up! You're being too loud! You're being too loud! God. Stop! I'm gonna have to kick every single one of you guys out of here if you quit being so loud!
Is that how he said it, his inflection?
Dead ass. I know I'm doing the Xbox Live screaming to the mic thing right now, but he was actually screaming at a bunch of 6-year-olds. And it was scary. This guy was the fucking football coach at my high school. This guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was that guy.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that guy was scary. He was one of those round motherfuckers with the blue snapback kind of football coaches.
Would you say he has fat guy strength, or was he more?
Oh, absolutely fat guy strength. I fear that. He was built like Kingpin, but less cool looking.
What is it with us having bad experiences with guys like that, guys with fat guy strength?
I don't know, but that's why I fear them more every day. The looming presence of a fat guy's strength is just on the horizon.
My dad was a fat guy, and he could lift up whole tires, rim and all.
It's it's not necessarily the fact that they're fat. I feel like that's a bit well, okay, some people, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But some big guy strength, if you want to call it like that. People who are big have strength when you least expect it.
It's like crackhead strength. Like you don't expect it.
Exactly. Or like sumo wrestlers. You think, oh, they're big. The only reason they're having a fight is because they're so big and they're like bowling balls. They're just a giant orb of muscle. That is like peak male performance right there. They're an orb of muscle.
Like literally the whole goal of like sumo wrestling is to knock your opponent out of the ring. So they need like it's like much easier when you have like a wall of like mass.
But they
Like
also have a wall of massive strength, so that's why they're so fat or big.
yeah.
But yeah, no. Anyways, your dad could pick up tires, right?
Yeah, like I remember I was visiting him for a weekend and
Mm-hmm.
his apartment was on like the second floor and there wasn't an elevator, so it was all
Ooh.
stairs. And he just had a tire rim sitting on his carpet in his apartment.
Yo.
Like my dad was a car guy, like he worked on cars.
Yeah.
He was always fixing his own cars. So I was just like sitting on the floor and I was looking at it and I was like, huh, I wonder how heavy it is. So I tried to lift it and I could not get it to budge at all.
Oh my god. It's
And
like
like
Thor's hammer.
it literally is. And I had like a brain blast moment, like thinking like wait a minute, his apartment's on the second floor. There's only stairs. How did he get it up?
Exactly. Oh my god. He just had
Like
to throw it up there at that point.
like I was piecing the events together like in Danganronpa.
He had to shot put it up there, or did he have to get a crane? Fuck.
It's like in the olden days, like how when people were moving a grand piano into their apartment, they had to get the crane and everything.
Exactly. Or like when people get like an AC on their roof, like they had like the whole crane like put that shit up there.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
but like I still think about that sometimes. Like the image of my dad just carrying like this like 2-ton steel wheel up to his second floor apartment on the stairs.
For what? Like a coffee table or just to work on?
It was just there. I don't know why he had it up there.
It's like the obligatory piano in someone's house. It's like, how did it get there? Who knows? How did our piano
He,
get there? Don't ask.
he probably could have just left it out there and no one would have stolen it. They wouldn't be able to lift it.
Yeah, they need a fucking forklift to get it out of there. Oh my god.
But also, like, it wasn't just like all like fat guy strength. Like he lifted, like he did work out, but like for the
Yeah,
most part, he wouldn't be able to tell he was strong just by looking at
exactly.
him. I think that's what makes it funnier to
It's
me.
a sleeper build. The
Yeah, he
ultimate
has this.
sleeper build.
He has no. He like literally has like a. He has like a dad bod, but it's a
Yeah.
sleeper build.
That's like that's fucking awesome, dude. Like I'd rather have a sleeper build because like muscular bodies, they just kind of scare the shit out of me sometimes. It's like, dude, imagine trying to like poke your belly and you fucking get a paper cut. It's like, damn. Oh
Like
my god, sleeper builds.
it's always so I love sleeper builds too because like there's some guys like who they don't like the muscled look, like they don't like the ripped look, and that's
Yeah,
fine too. But
exactly. Like as long
but
as you have the muscles.
yeah, but like they still want to be strong. So like it's really funny when you see like a really lean guy, but then he flexes and you see all his muscles.
It's fucking terrifying. Or on like the other side of the spectrum, it's like, oh, look at that guy with a dad bod, or like that regular looking guy. Holy shit, he's picking up the house.
It's like the Spider-Man build, the Peter Parker build.
Exactly, like the Tobey Maguire build,
Yes, I love the Tobey Maguire build.
because he was just some guy. Hmm. I heard my echo of me drinking. What the fuck?
What?
I heard my echo of me drinking on the mic.
Are you sure it wasn't me?
Did you just drink something too?
I just drank water.
And we just drank at the fucking same time. Yo! I just drank water.
We recognized each other's attack patterns. We hang out too much.
Oh my god, we're fucking leveling up, dude. We're fucking best friends times 4 now. Shit. Now we're eligible for a free V-Buck. Oh,
A
man.
single one?
Yeah. We're not quite there yet to the fucking battle pass, but you know what? That's okay.
We should get up to the level where we can watch horror movies together.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm still barely trying to get like to horror movies and shit. I really want to watch Ash vs. Evil Dead though.
You know what? You know what movie I think you would kind of like?
Huh.
Insidious.
Really? What's that one again?
Insidious is the one where they think it's the house that's haunted, but it turns out to be the son in the family who's
Oh
haunted.
shit! Really?
But the reason I think you would like it is because it's the same people who wrote Saw.
Okay, I'm already loving it.
Yeah.
I love Saw.
Like, if you've ever seen a horror movie like The Conjuring or like those like kind of movies like Annabelle, it's like basically the same thing.
Really? Oh, I don't mind
Yeah.
that. I haven't seen many modern horror movies though.
I don't think Insidious is that scary, to be
Is it like
honest.
is it like horror movies that are like kind of like outdated for modern like horror like things? Like I can watch like we watched the original like what was it Friday the 13th and then like we're like ooh, wow, but like we weren't screaming anything like a modern movie with like jump scares and shit. It's kind of one of those.
I think Insidious actually fits really, really well into the modern horror movie scene
Oh
because it
shit!
was like the beginning of modern horror, if that makes
Oh
sense.
shit!
Like,
Then I'm
like this,
curious. Yeah.
like this is the movie that made like you heard "Tiptoe Through the Tulips," right, by Tiny Tim.
I think so. Yeah.
That's the movie that turned it into a scary song.
Whoa! Really?
Because they played that during one of the scary scenes and it just stuck into the collective consciousness as a scary song, even though that's not at all what it
Wow!
is.
What in the world? That's cool.
It's the horror movie with the demon that kind of looks like Darth Maul from Star Wars.
Here, let me look it up. Is it like the guy who's like complete? Oh wait, is it? Oh wait,
You know,
uh,
you know, you
is
know.
it the red?
Yes,
I. Oh god,
the man
that
with the
movie.
fire face.
Oh god, that movie.
I love that movie so much.
There was like, yes, this one. Oh my god, this fucking scared the balls out of me.
Wait, have you seen it?
I've seen like a one clip of this.
it's
This is the only
I
clip I know of it.
I love Insidious so much. I watched it when I was a kid and I have not stopped thinking about it. Yes, yes, that iconic jump scare.
That is fucking terrifying. It was just like a fucking quick like jut away. It's like, oh, it's like a camera shot, and then right behind him, there's the monsters right there. What the fuck?
For the viewers at home, we're talking about the scene in Insidious where the dad and his mom are talking, and like the camera pans over to the dad, and you just see the demon standing behind him, and the mom
God.
freaks out.
Yeah, what is the context behind that?
So,
Or is it like a spoiler?
it's spoilers. Well,
Ah, yeah,
okay,
just
so
tell me.
they're talking about the son because some weird stuff has been happening, and the mom was kind of like dropping hints like, oh, the same stuff happened to you when you were a kid, like the hauntings and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think she was still kind of on the fence about whether or not like the same thing was happening. But then that scene happens, and that's when she realizes, oh shit, they're being haunted.
Oh my god, that is terrifying. We gotta watch this.
I was watching a video about it before we got on the call because
Yeah.
shout out to Grim Life Collective. I love Grim Life Collective so much, but the guy from Grim Life Collective went to the houses where they filmed the Insidious movies.
Whoa, really?
Like they do that, like they go to like the filming sites of like famous movies and they like try to line up the shots to see if it's still the exact same as when they filmed the movie.
Wow. That's so cool. What the hell?
And you want to know the cool thing that I didn't even know?
Hmm.
There's a new Insidious movie coming out in 4 days.
Oh, no way!
The Red Door.
The red door. Why is it
I
red?
didn't I didn't even know there was another Insidious movie coming out until I saw that video.
Wow. Oh god. We gotta see it. We gotta catch up on my lore. Shit. Dang.
Okay, when I was a kid, I watched this movie, but also I watched what was it called? The Babadook. I think that's what it was.
Babadook.
It wasn't as popular. It wasn't as popular as Insidious, but I still liked it. It's kind of silly at some points, though.
I'd love to see that. I like those movies that like draw the line between like so scary it's funny, but like I don't know. You know what I
Like,
mean?
I can't describe it. Like movies like Insidious, The Conjuring, Annabelle, and The Babadook, like they all have a certain style, but I can't pinpoint what connects them all
Isn't
together.
there like a cinematic universe, like the fucking Annabelle doll was like connected to like one of the other movies or some shit?
The Conjureverse, yeah.
The what the explain?
Okay, so it's all connected by the Warrens. Do you know who the Warrens are?
Are those like the two like ghost hunters who like collected those like ancient sacred objects and like actually have a museum out there in like Maryland or something?
Yes, Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh,
So
damn. I'm impressed.
the story of the Conjuring is that it was basically like this family that was being haunted or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but that was one of the cases that Ed and Lorraine Warren took. Like they investigated that house,
Yeah.
and they were also the ones in charge of the Annabelle case, the one about the haunted Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah. The one that was
And
like possessed
so,
by the devil.
yeah. And
Or
so basically, a lot of the movies, like based in the Conjuring verse, they're all just different cases that the Warrens took. And
whoa.
throughout these movies, they like use the same characters, but like in them. So like
Yeah.
it all connects into this like big universe.
Like a crazy Ghostbusters. That's cool.
There's YouTube videos explaining it about how all these movies are connected. It's really cool.
Really? Oh, that's dope. And who?
Yeah,
What
but
company
like
makes this again? Is it like It's not Bloomhouse. That's another one, right?
I don't. It might be Bloomhouse.
What
Let
if it
me
was
check.
Bloomhouse? Fucking FNAF would be connected to this.
I would die if FNAF was connected to the Conjureverse.
The Warrens are. Huh. Apparently, there's something called the Bite of 80s.
Oh my god, The Conjuring was directed by James Wan.
Who's that?
He did Saw.
Oh my god! Now we gotta see. I love Saw. Like, I love Saw, but like I haven't seen all the movies. But it's just like I love the franchise. It's so fucking cool.
Okay, yeah. Okay, The Conjuring wasn't produced by Blumhouse.
Who's
Damn
about?
it, that would
That
have
would
been
have been really
funny.
cool. Why don't they get like the people from like Supernatural and shit on the FNAF movie? Why don't they just get me?
Also, I
I'm a
just
casual fan.
also I'm looking at like the cast lists for some of these movies right now. I'm just realizing that I think they use some of the same actors too.
Nice. It's kind of like that one like American Horror Story with like new characters every season.
Dude, that's literally what it is.
Oh my
Okay,
god, really?
I don't think I've talked about this on the podcast. I know we had it as like a conversation, but like I'm kind of obsessed with how they connected every season of American Horror Story, even though they're all separate stories each
Wait, really?
season. Yeah.
Whoa. How'd they do it?
It's really funny too because they use the same cast for every
Exactly.
season,
That's like the
but
joke.
they all play different characters, yet they still manage to like somehow connect them to each other.
Was the show like was it meant to be serious or was it meant to be kind of goofy since they used like the same characters?
It was meant to be serious.
Oh fuck! Like were the twin characters like the two conjoined twins or whatever supposed to be like?
Sarah Paulson. I swear to God, American Horror Story was like one of, if not the show that like launched her into the main.
Really?
Into
What's
the
she do nowadays?
I don't know.
She works with. Well, actually, her surname is Zendaya, so.
Evan Peters too. He got really popular because of American Horror Story, I think.
Nice. So how did they
But
connect
like,
it?
so I don't know like the full like story because like there's a lot of like details. And also the fact that every topic in every season is so wildly out there that it's hard
No.
to connect them.
Oh man.
Because the first season was Murder House, so it was about like this haunted house.
Okay.
And there was one season where it was based around a coven, so like a group of witches.
Oh.
Another one where it takes place in the apocalypse. Another that centers around the lost colony of Roanoke.
Yeah.
Another that takes place in a hotel because it's supposed to mimic the Cecil Hotel.
Oh, cool.
So like I need like it's probably more complicated than the FNAF timeline trying to connect all of these things together.
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
Lady Gaga was in one of the seasons too.
No way. What'd she do?
She was in Hotel. I think she was like one of like the rich women.
Oh, I was gonna say if she was like the one girl who got stuck in the fucking like tank.
No. Hotel took place in like the 30s, I think.
Oh. Wait. Oh yeah. I always forget the hotel was like already cursed before then.
Yeah.
That story's crazy.
But like, yeah, American Horror Story is wild. I think I have a description of how I can describe that kind of horror, but it's kind of me.
Can we talk about it on the show or?
Yeah. So like how I was saying before, like the Conjuring and movies like that, they have a certain style, but I can't figure out what to call it.
Okay.
I think it's just white people horror.
Just like, bread and butter horror. It's like,
But
it'll
like
spook most people, but like...
it's usually white people getting haunted in these stories too.
Oh! Uh-huh. Interesting.
Like I don't know. Like
Yeah, you ever hear of Mexican haunted? No, I haven't, because
I genuinely don't know how to like. There's a like it's a definite style. Like it's a solid style, but I don't know how to describe it.
Interesting. Man, why don't they make like horror movies like about like fucking like Hispanic and like Mexican like fucking horrors and shit? Like imagine like the fucking like Virgin Mary and shit, like a Virgin Mary haunting. Like they're like, oh my god, it's Virgin Mary, but like oh shit, it's actually a demon.
Steven, they did. They made Ya Llorona, and it's connected to The Conjuring.
Oh my god, call the fucking police. This is amazing.
I don't know how good it was though.
I don't care. I want to see it now. Oh my god. Speaking of movies we got to see, we got to see the 2007 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Okay, which one was that? I'm genuinely excited about that one.
My friend Bosch told me about it.
Good job.
Thanks. His name was my friend Bosch. He told me about it.
So
and,
you said like, was it you or him that said that the turtles just hunt cryptids for the whole movie?
It was him, basically. I don't know what kind of cryptids, but like I really want to know like what kind of cryptids exactly.
I really want to see the turtles hanging out with the Mothman.
Dude, that'd be awesome. We're like, hey, Bigfoot. He's like, hey, you're not so different than me.
Could you imagine if they hung out with the San Francisco Nightwalker?
Oh my god, yes! With a Fresno Nightwalker.
I always get that guy's name wrong.
The San Francisco Nightwalker.
It's my favorite cryptid, and I always get the name wrong.
Bigfoot and the Fresno Nightcrawlers are the funniest fucking things ever. The Fresno Nightcrawlers are just like these leg dudes that just walk around and do nothing.
I'm really curious about how they made the video in the first place. Like, was it like... Because, like, yeah. I know it's not real.
Of course, they're not real, but, like...
But, like how did they make... Did they use, like, practical effects? Was it all VFX? Yeah. Like, I want to talk to them and figure out how they made that.
Okay, so they might have had the ability of, like, to rely on old TVs. So, from what I've heard, like, the original guy who saw it, he was a security kind of, like, camera guy operator. And he was looking at the camera, like, outside of, like, a fucking park or something. And he saw him walk by, so he's like, okay, let me get my handy camcorder, or, like, my big-ass fucking VHS tape recorder camera to record this VHS recording off a CRT TV. Then he put the VHS tape from the fucking handy camcorder into the VCR, recorded it, then put that onto a DVD, and then put it on the internet.
But how did he get the pants to move?
With the amount of crunch, for all we know, if we look really hard, we can just see a guy in a black shirt, like a morph suit or some shit.
I like to imagine that, like, a bunch of kids made it, and they just got, like, a pair of their dad's old white pants and, like, a smaller pair of their own white pants.
Yeah, the fact that there's just a smaller one, like a little friend.
I think that's the icing on the cake. Just like the fact that there's a littler version there.
It's like when you see like a bear and its cub. That's exactly like the kind of emotion.
Oh my god, it's trail cam footage.
Exactly. It's like, look at them go. They're not doing anything. They're just walking.
I just love how wholesome it is. Like father and son going out for a walk on the town.
Yeah. How'd they get there? Who cares? They're just doing their own thing.
Where are they going? Who knows? They're just vibing.
Exactly. They're just hanging. They're just fucking vibing. They're in their own little world. They're from Fresno. Who the hell knows what Fresno is?
We're pretty close to Fresno. Do you think we're gonna meet one?
Dude, I hope so. Dude, well, we are down the middle of a highway. Like, have we seen any, like, weird shit out here? Like, once it gets dark, it's kind of pitch black.
Steven.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Let me get my binoculars on.
It looks like there's something down the highway.
Shit. Yeah, I think I see that. Fuck.
Is that what I think it is?
No way. How?
We were just talking about them. There's no way.
How? No, we didn't even tell. We didn't even tell where the hell we were supposed to be in Vegas.
Is it getting closer?
No. Oh yes. Oh yes, it is.
I think it's running. Oh.
No, it's not. It's fucking flying.
I've never seen them run. Why is it going so fast?
Holy shit! They're fucking flying. Is that a broomstick? Run! Run! Run!